it's to match up the marker, the audio.
Or niggas just like clapping.
You know, like how in the movies they have the thing to do it. Yeah. Well, we don't have that, so we just clapping with our hands.
Okay.
That's how we doing it.
Yeah.
So don't judge us, but we trying. We trying.
It's claps, makeshift chairs.
Yeah.
Getting it together.
We doing our best. You see, we under construction. Titties, big ass titties.
Nice big titties.
Yeah, I must never listen to podcasts before. Huh?
No, I heard you say that before. But I thought it was only for one.
No.
That's your thing.
That's how it
titties. We start every episode with titties.
It's a story
big ass
behind
titties.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so
anytime
here we go.
it doesn't happen, like things have gone wrong.
There you go. I was gonna give you the story behind it.
Yeah.
So it's literally like it was an episode. So we've already started recording. I start recording episodes just in mid conversation because I don't like the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It makes people clam up. Mm-hmm. And so we did that, and I don't know what it was. Somebody was in the middle of a conversation, and like it was just like they got to a part, and it was just like big ass titties, and it was a really good episode. And then we was just like, you gotta say big ass titties in every episode to make it turn out good. And then the next episode we didn't say it, and the episode got fucked up. Like the audio was fucked up. And so then after that we was like, we really have to say it every episode. And so we started doing it.
What about the small titty community who listens to your podcast? How are they gonna feel about this?
We often have episodes where we go titties, big ass titties, and sometimes we just change the mood and we be like, nah, we're not in the mood for big ass titties.
I'm documented giving props.
Yeah,
to
TJ very much so goes.
Yeah,
I'll
man,
usually
like,
lead in with that, and he'll be like,
I'm here for all titty empowerment.
There you go.
Equal
No, all titties matter on this show.
All areolas
all
are welcome.
titties matter on this podcast.
Yeah.
Let me establish that.
Yeah,
Like,
little ones,
yeah, all titties matter.
Even the
Let me just
man,
no,
big
all
braids, pizza
titties matter.
Okay.
It's no such thing as a saggy titty. It's not, life happens.
Right.
It is life titties.
Okay.
Like that's it.
Those are
Life happens.
those are
Yeah,
experience
them life
titties.
titties. There's nothing wrong with some life titties.
Distinguished titties.
Okay,
Yeah.
but what if? How about titties with no areola?
Smooth titties.
Them still titties.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, let me tell you something. It's a titty.
Those are forever
Do all
censored
titties
titties.
taste the same?
Do all titties taste it? Nah, that's not. That's no titties taste. They taste and
What do
feel
titties
different.
taste like?
What do titties taste like? It depends. Like it tastes like skin.
Like.
Are these like mid fuck titties or like?
Yeah, like what are we talking about here? Like
I'm talking about pre-fuck titties because I don't know.
like foreplay titties?
Yeah.
Foreplay titties?
Yeah.
Did y'all,
It depends. Like
Did she come over there to fuck?
Yeah,
her? Like,
that's
is
what I'm
this,
saying. Like you all the
are we in the car?
as a
Is this,
woman,
like,
you know
is it,
all
like,
the
after
scenarios in
club?
which your titties.
Well,
You fresh out the club.
Ooh.
Did you hit
Yeah.
with the wipe down? Did you do that before you got out? You said what?
I don't think anybody does that.
Oh.
Big
Wait,
titty
if
girls
you-
that titty sweat don't be hitting.
Wipe down?
No. You don't wipe your titties. You don't get titty sweat.
Like that.
What?
No.
Well, some of us do. So
I was just finna say
You don't got
no.
pores on your
I got a family full of women. I've seen a bunch of titty wipe.
Not everyone has titty sweat.
Wow.
Not everybody has titty sweat, but I'm not gonna say titty sweat non-existent. Is titty sweat non-existent?
No.
Is that only my
No,
aunties?
it is.
You got sweatless titties.
No, I don't.
Your titties don't
Shout out
sweat?
to
if
you,
I go
man.
to the damn gym.
That's
Yeah, that's what I'm
fine.
saying. Like, don't act like
I
the
thought you was a
fuck?
lightweight Avenger, bro. Like,
I'm like, who is this superwoman that just sat next to me with her sweatless
She
boobs?
uses baby powder, so she don't sweat that.
Oh, see, all right, there you go.
baby powder.
Baby powder.
Baby
People
powder.
do that. I don't put no damn baby
I
powder.
really
Go
heard
get
that works.
Go and get you some of that baby powder up under there. Baby powder.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
She like, girl, don't lie on me on this platform.
I put no baby powder on my titties.
Like,
Don't
wait a
ever
minute. Let
play
me just
me
go
like
ahead and
that.
slap that on
That's the
real
secret.
quick, y'all. Okay.
No.
Now we can get to business.
See, I don't know. Do you put baby powder on your nuts?
Nah, man.
Ugh, so you walking around with sweaty nuts.
My nuts free. But I got manicured, you know.
Yeah, like I manscape.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a manscaper, so like I don't, you know.
Yeah, you have to manscape.
Yeah.
Right.
As a woman, you don't appreciate that. Like if you go down there and the man like is trimmed
I
and
mean,
it's decent.
unless you're a
But I
fan of
don't-
like the
I don't want it
1976 style.
smooth. I don't
No,
want
I'm
it
not
Nah.
smooth, but I'm not like
Nah.
you gotta
I
trim
want
and make
to
sure
know
your
that
shit
you're a
is
man.
just
Yeah.
you know. You can't have her doing
I don't
that
want a
the
wild
whole
bush.
time. Like she be trying to, she gotta keep
Yeah, that's
right there.
disgusting.
That's you can't even. You be like, fuck it, just
Hey,
it's embarrassing.
Is that a thing on the other end? Because like I know niggas who are like fans of Bush. Are there women who are like fans of Bush?
You know, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had that conversation with my
I don't care
friends.
for hair because I think hair kind of holds a smell to
It does.
So
Mm.
you can't have too much of it on your body.
I
So,
got you.
Yeah, and like you said.
Have you ever met someone and liked their smell?
Yes, I have. And they were hairy.
No, not hair, just a person. Like
Yeah.
sometimes, like you be like, you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like their
I
stink.
actually- I personally have
Yeah,
a
like
Oh,
their
wait, a
musk.
stink or
Not their
something?
stink, but like their
Oh,
scent. Like
Okay.
when I, you know,
For men,
when somebody
it's
their
different.
natural smells. So like, I
Yeah.
mean, their stink, but like their natural.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It makes a difference. It definitely
Without a
does.
doubt. It does.
And like if you stink, even if you look good, boy, get away. From
Man,
me.
look, yo, I've had women, and you be like,
girls too, right?
yeah, you be like all kind of stuff. Like her skin don't feel good. Like I don't like how her skin feel. Like she don't smell right. Like she stink or nothing. Like I don't like how her natural and it's just fuck. Cause you know it's like pheromones and shit, right? Like that's yeah.
You said her skin
go
feel
back
like
in the diet,
sandpaper.
No, we have like mindful complex like that shit is a whole thing. Like you lay with somebody and their skin just don't feel up to par. Like you be like, I just don't like how you feel.
Right. No one wants to lay next to a lizard.
Exactly.
That's true.
Your calves feel like sandpaper. Like, I'd rather be cold, goddammit. Put your legs on your side of the bed.
So what would you do if you're having sex with a girl, right? And she takes her feet and she has like a lot of calluses on her foot and she just rubs it up against your thigh.
I tell her stop.
You gonna tell her stop?
I'm gonna tell her stop. Don't ruin
Are you
this.
gonna keep
Is it
smashing?
pre-fucked or
Huh?
after?
You gonna keep smashing?
Yeah, like I'm gonna be like chill. Like I'm gonna keep doing my thing. Like I could like I'm gonna
Wow.
chill.
You got rough feet with,
Yeah, like move. Don't do that.
with that pussy.
You've never hold on. So you've never been in a position like in your life where somebody's done something and you just be like, don't do that.
Wouldn't it
have.
be? Would it be
Yeah,
easier to
like-
just change the
Yeah, I
position?
have.
Like you just.
No, don't do that because I might be enjoying myself. I don't want to change my position because
I mean,
your
no,
feet.
like if it's not. If
No,
it's,
we not doing that.
No, I'm just saying.
No,
like,
don't ruin the whole situation because that's
talking about-
selfish as fuck. Like
No,
I gotta
I'm talking about,
no.
no, not for them. I'm saying if it's the whole like legs rubbing, I'm assuming this is like some missionary shit.
No, she said feet. Like if somebody put their feet on
yeah,
you,
but
like
I'm saying if we are there, you are in the middle of fucking.
yeah.
So if you got your feet, I'm figuring like, is this like some missionary shit? I'm figuring there's
No,
a way I
she
can
might
adjust
be-
the position where I might not have to say shit.
Oh, you're nice.
Yeah, you're nice. I would just rather be in my position.
If I
Because
can,
what
yeah.
about like it's that autopilot point? Like it's that point where you catch it, like you in your stroke. Like yeah, you be like, I got my rhythm. I'm good right here. Like I got you where like you be like I can't get these sounds in no other position. I'm getting them sounds out you. I can't get no sounds in no other position like this. So why would I fuck this up? Like I'm doing my thing, and I gotta fuck this up because you didn't lotion your feet before I got to the house.
What if you didn't lotion your body,
Whole body.
whole body?
Well, I
After.
gotta have sex with your whole body. Like that's just.
But you gotta feel it. You gotta feel all that. You gonna feel the kneecap.
Then I'm gonna hit her with the
calf.
foreplay and rub her down.
There you go.
That's my move.
That's
Get
what you
that
do.
baby oil.
Yeah, I'm a babe, lay down. Let me rub you down real quick and let me just, I ain't gonna shit on my lady and be like, babe, your skin dry. Nah, we gonna figure out a way to be like, baby, hold on. Let me treat you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she just got out the shower and I caught her in, but before she did the rub down, I got it for you.
We
Yeah,
all have those lazy moments.
exactly. Sometimes you just, exactly. You get out the shower, you just sit for a second, and before you know it, it's been an hour.
I'm not gonna lie to
Right.
you. Lotioning your entire body is a process.
It
But
definitely is.
It's very appreciated. But sometimes you just like, fuck this. I don't feel like
Right.
doing it.
Yeah.
Whether this weather is, I don't even use lotion anymore. I use coconut oil.
What? Look at.
Right.
Sprinkle me.
Yeah.
Sprinkle it.
That's-
Sprinkle it.
that's-
Get that game on there.
that's
Sprinkle it.
That's
Ooh.
literally the only thing that works
got
on my
to.
skin. Like
Mhm.
lotion, it doesn't absorb into my skin, and then like I get breakouts and stuff like that. So coconut
Got you.
oil is the only natural thing. I can literally put it everywhere, even like in your private area. Like
Mhm.
you can
Men.
put it down there, too.
Oh
need
no,
to start
yeah,
doing
I
that.
know. That's the in the ritual in the morning. You
Yeah.
gotta whole
Yeah.
whole thing.
The
And it's
coconut
nice
oil.
too when men put coconut oil in their private area.
Come
It
on.
keeps it soft. No one wants like a dry ashy dick. It's disgusting. So, for all the listeners, put some
This is the
coconut
beautiful
oil on
part
that
about it.
shit.
Okay, so we've had women on here, but like they've been our homegirls and friends and stuff. So it's kind of like that boundary and shit. Like it's kind of like you comfortable or whatever the fuck it is that doesn't allow them to be as candid and as open with subjects and
Right.
topics that you need. And so like this is an amazing element right here, and I'm super appreciative of it.
Yep, I'm
And
letting you know.
thank you. And I'm gonna use that as a segue to go ahead and actually talk about what is the reason that you're here. Like we just jumped into like dicks and sex and shit
Hey, man, dick
right
and
out
sex
the
is
bag.
important.
Titties.
It's important topics.
It definitely is. But I guess like that's the perfect segue if we're gonna talk about like skincare,
Definitely.
to be able to explain. I don't know. Oftentimes it takes people a lifetime to find their purpose, and it seems like you have done that in your life already, and like you are serving that purpose and helping people. And I think we should talk about it.
Okay.
Let-
I definitely feel like that's what we are doing. For me, it's a little bit more personal as far as struggling with acne my entire life. And if you have read my bio, then you know that this is something that my grandmother was into. And I felt like after using things that just weren't working for me, I had to just go back to my roots and let me find the holistic way to do this. Let me find natural ways to do it. Because a lot of times when you use these products that you go out and buy, they dry out your skin, or you stop using them and they start making you break out. And it's like, well, my skin's worse than it was when I first started this process. And when you have people using your stuff and tell you about all the great things it's doing for you, it's really the motivation that keeps you going and keeps you doing it. So, yeah.
That's dope right there. We oftentimes get ahead of ourselves. How about we do introductions? Because we are still yet to say names. Like,
who are you people?
Jumped into it. This mystery woman with these products and this brand. Please introduce yourselves.
My name is Shalika, and this is
Ayana.
And we are Mindful Complexions.
Right. And so I do the creative sides as far as like the photography. I do the event planning or any other extra help that she needs with. I help her make products. So it's like, I'm like the right hand woman.
There we go.
I'm the one that's sitting back like, that don't look right. No, this looks right. You know what I'm saying? So
we all need that person to build that empire. There's two of us here. Exactly. And how did you guys meet? With us having like our relationship and our dynamics, like for this to happen, I want to know, like, how did this come about?
I was actually best friends with her cousin at first, and I've just been in their family since I was a kid. So when we got a little bit older, we started hanging out more,
right?
And we've just been inseparable. It's more than half my life I've known this
it's been
person.
over about 10 years at least.
That's dope.
Yeah, about 10 years or so.
That's what's up. So when she came to you with this idea and this vision, what did you say?
To be honest, at first I was like, wow, that's really cool. And during the time I was working towards my degree and working, so I'm like, I would really like to do this, but damn, I can't invest like all of my time into it. But what I can do is I can help you. Like when I'm free, I can help you. And so it's like after I've been graduating and getting closer to my degree, I've been investing more of my time into it and my art and my craft and whatever I can invest into the business.
Yeah, because you recently just graduated, right?
Yeah, with my journalism degree from Fullerton College.
Dope.
So,
congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
a beautiful thing.
Right.
Exactly, right? Black women like the highest rated college educator, right? So
Right.
it's like,
Yeah.
boom, there we go, another one.
They just catching on.
Right.
Well, we gonna spread it, so we gonna make sure it ain't a secret no more. That's why we saying it for sure right here. Yeah. So that's dope to have that support and have your right hand girl be like, all right, look, I ain't got all the time, but the time I do got, you got it. So it's something that's interesting to me that you said, for a lot of us, like that history that we have, we're not in tune or completely connected with it. For you, can you kind of speak on like your relationship with your grandmother or the impact that she had, like the relationship that you guys had, and like what were her roots that trace back to be able to have these natural holistic things? Because like in the bio, you literally say she had them for everything and they always worked.
Yeah.
And so like I listen to my mother's like side of the family. They're from Arkansas, so they have a bunch of those old things that's just like shit around the house. That it's like, you be like, my stomach hurt. They be like, get some Drano and some baking soda.
Mix it around a little bit.
Mix it around a little bit backwards. We got to mix it counterclockwise.
Lay down and get up and you be all right.
Exactly. Some shit like that. You be like, that sounds like it's going to kill me. But it works. Yeah. So like can you just speak on that relationship and just kind of speak on like the impact she had and her background and everything?
Okay, so my grandmother's originally from Port of Spain, Trinidad. She moved her entire family in the late 80s out this way. I was born I'm a 90s baby. So I want to say it's just from her own upbringing, back then, and even up until her last days, she wasn't a person to really use traditional medicine. Growing up, she's always had an aloe plant in her backyard. And I actually have an aloe plant tattoo on me in remembrance of her. And it's just with everything that she did, like you said, old school, okay, go ahead and get this Drano or whatever you said. But like with her, it's if you're sick, go get that Vicks. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in your nose, or I'm gonna put potatoes on the bottom of your feet. I don't know why these things work, but they did, and they knew that it would work. And to this day, if I'm sick, get a lemon wedge and put some honey on it. Why that clears your throat up, have no idea.
Exactly.
But it works. It works. And
if it ain't broke, don't break it.
Exactly. And it's like you can see with traditional medicine, they take those same things that people were doing back in the day. Yeah. And even though they add their own BS, at the root of it, you'll see the key ingredient is what we were using back in the day.
Exactly.
So.
That's dope. Yeah. Okay. So you had this vision, you tell everyone around you, or you tell the people that's closest to you, what is the first step? Like, what is the first thing you do? What's the first thing that you make? Who's your first, like, what's your first order? When is it, like, you walk me through it. Goodness. Tell me the story. Okay, let's go.
So first thing you do is a lot of research. Okay. You have to know what oils and what ingredients work with which skin type, because not everyone can use everything. And some people have really sensitive skin. You have to make sure that you're not using too much of this or that, especially with oils. Like when it comes down to oils, you want to use pure essential oils. You want to use pure coconut oil, pure olive oil. You don't want anything that's mixed because it can really damage your skin. It can make you break out. The next thing you do is you have a lot of trial and error. So you make a lot of things, you try them out on yourself, you have people try them out on their wrists before you even sell it. And then you just get feedback. One thing we would do is we first started doing trap art. So when I would make stuff, I don't know if you know.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's okay, like the idea. Like that's, that's what I'm like, okay, let me go with you on this. What is this? Big ass gnat.
Trap art would let you vend for free, and they still do. Okay. So I would always go there.
Dropping a jewel.
Yeah. So if you're ever, and now they're going all over the U.S. So if you ever have a chance to vend, I want to say that they welcome you with open arms, and they even pay you. So for every person that you get to use your coupon code, they give you $5 back.
Wow.
Right.
Look at that.
So giving away free items. At my main job that I used to have, I would make a bunch of stuff, give it to them, and just ask for people's input. And when you get that, you kind of just know what you're doing after a while. My first customers, online. I want to say that it's family, but sometimes family is the last to support you. But customers online are going to be your biggest supporters, and some of my biggest supporters to this day have been people I met online.
Wow.
And like whenever I get a chance, I love to meet those people. I'm like, and I tell them, thank you so much for supporting me, and they continue to support you, and because it's genuine and there's no lies about it. I put all the ingredients online. You could literally steal this, but I mean, it's trademarked now, so you can't. But
definitely, there you go.
It's like it's out there. There's nothing to hide about it.
Yeah. So I definitely seen like you literally have all the information there. It's available for everyone to see. Mm-hmm. One thing I thought was dope when I went to the website, you have a test that people can take to find out what is the best thing. How did you even think about that? That is fucking amazing.
Because you want to know that you're getting something that's tailored to your skin. Gotcha. And one thing I want people to know, we're not trying to just sell you a bunch of products. I'm not going to sit there and say, buy this, that, and the other. No. Buy stuff that is actually for your skin type.
Know what you're looking for.
Exactly. So when you take the test, it just helps you narrow down because, as a customer, you're going online and you're not sure what to even look for. So I always tell people to start there. And if you're not going to take the test, feel free to DM us. I have no problem answering DMs. I will answer them, emails, DMs, whatever. I even pass out business cards that have my number on it. You can contact me because I want to make sure you get the right thing. I never want anyone to come back to me like, well, you know what, this didn't really work for me like you said it would, but besides that, consistency is key too. So you can't expect something to work overnight. You have to be consistent with it. You have to make sure you are following the steps to a T. So.
You just touched on something that was like super dope to me, like how personal you are to be able to put your phone number on something. That's like the real backing of a product, and that's like you can't lie when you do that. Right. It's like motherfucker has a direct line to hit you up like, hey, remember that shit you sold me? It don't work. But I think that's interesting. Like when we look at things out here in this market, we look at people who are selling cosmetics and beauty products. We look at like the Kylie situation that happened a couple weeks ago. I'm sure there's a temptation to, as the business grows, you don't have as much time. Like what holds you true and what holds you pure? Like how do you see holding on to that in the next 5 years when somebody comes and Shea Moisture, somebody wants to come put some money behind it and let you, how do you see yourself standing true and holding firm to that? Like how important is that to you?
Because my name and our brand is everything to me, and I don't want anyone to come in and try to use us and manipulate people. So I kind of just stand back from that. I have people who want to invest, but it's, if I don't feel right, then I'm not going to do business with you. Because I rather grind from the bottom up than to just take an easy route. And then you start adding stuff to my ingredients, and it takes away from what I originally started.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it'll change the consistency of the products, and that's something that you don't want.
Got you. That makes perfect sense. Where is, like, I mean, aside from online, like, what is the future like? Are people going to be able to find this? Like, is there a place they can pull up to? Like, are we getting this to retailers?
That is what's in the plan. I'm not sure about having my stuff in stores. I definitely want to have my own store, a few little storefront locations. So I'm actually heading east. We actually are heading east.
Oh, wow.
And because a lot of our business comes from out that way. I'll be in New York, and if everything goes right, we may even have a little pop-up shop there. But yeah, it's either, I want it to be in mostly Black communities because I feel like it's affordable, and a lot of times you don't really see stuff like that in our communities.
Yeah.
So,
very much so. I was I was, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but just to
No.
touch on the affordable point, like, that's kind of why I asked the question, like, as you grow, how do you, I guess that's why I was asking, like you said, you maintain it because of your name and your integrity to your brand, but it's like you look at those prices and they're so affordable, like, that made me wonder, because everything is handmade, right?
Yeah.
Everything is 100%. So it's you two just y'all in the kitchen whipping it up. So like that's dope, like, right? Like,
Arm
just,
getting tired,
right?
But
Sweating and shit. But nah, that's just dope. Like the idea that there's somebody out here that's like personable, has integrity in their brand, and stands by what they're doing. Like I respect you, and that's one thing that we really wanted to have you on, because like when we seen the information and we looked it up, it was like, all right, like let's check this out, because that's a big thing that's coming in. It's like, well, for me, like I grew up in like the Vaseline era. Like you just like want to put Vaseline.
I think we all did.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Vaseline, baby oil. And I've seen such an explosion in like the Black consciousness overall, like period. Just Black consciousness, the awakening, natural hair, people understanding, not just in like women. I hate when people just take and apply that, but like even young men now, like you see young men not combing their hairs. They basically have a nappy look as it would have been identified in the 90s and the early 2000s when we was coming up. But like now that Black conscious and Black awakening, I think it's opened the door for us to understand, like, not only, I mean, for you, it's kind of like, that's why I asked the question about your grandmother, because there's so many ways that you are kind of like ahead of the trend. Like so many people are now with the ancestry and like looking up your families and shit. And for you to have that background, to have that information, so many people are now like trying to get into the awakening and the consciousness of like products that we are using and understanding what's catered to us and what's catered for us. And it seems like you just being on the pulse of all those things, that's like really dope. So like I want to commend you on that. That's cool as hell.
Thank you.
All right, so I don't know, like we gonna switch subjects for a quick second. Like where the fuck y'all moving in New York?
Well, damn.
First of all, I'm not moving to New York. I'm moving to, well, I told you I just graduated from Fullerton College with my degree in journalism. I'm going to be going to Bowie State University for a digital media arts degree. So I'll be in Maryland. But
yeah, because I was going to say, I seen the caption from when you graduated and said, East Coast, here I come too. So I was going to say, I know you, I do my research, man.
Well, we're going our separate ways. Yeah.
There we go. But not far from each other, right? Like,
no. It's about 4 or 5 hours, something like that.
A little spread so we can expand the brand. Like
that's not gonna stop her though.
Oh,
she'll probably be at my house like every other weekend. I'm sure.
That's what's up, man. So and what part of New York? Queens.
Yeah.
Have you been? You got
yeah, definitely. I have family out there.
Oh, okay.
I've been plenty of times. So
that's what's
love
up.
It.
I went to New York like a year ago. I love it. I fell in love. I didn't want to come back.
See, I'm the same way. It's that fast paced, man, that just gets you, and it's that hustle mentality out there. I feel like being out there, you're really gonna prosper.
You have to, like, it's the ill part. People mind their fucking business there.
Man.
People say New Yorkers are rude, and I found out like New Yorkers are not rude. They just don't give a fuck about you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've never met a rude New Yorker like at all. I have seen spectators sit and watch a man get his ass beat, and I'm just sitting there like, is anyone gonna do something?
They be like, nah, son.
Nah, not at all. They gonna look.
Don't say nothing because they gonna stop the subway.
Right,
they gonna stop the subway. Like,
they are famous for that. New Yorkers will glance and then they'll keep walking.
Going,
It ain't none of my business.
Yeah. It's none of my business. Like, I think that's the thing in LA. Like, all right, so I don't know if I take public transportation. I love taking public transportation. Just I like to be around people and I like to people watch. And I don't know creepy shit, but like you ever, you ever. But I go a step further. Y'all ever make up lives for the people? Like, you ever see somebody arguing on the phone? And it's just like you make up a whole scenario like, oh, she in trouble. He like, all right, I do that. I love doing that shit. Look, see, that's the best game ever. You be at dinner and shit. You just be like, oh, look, see, I make up a whole life for people.
So you make up a whole life for people?
I make up a whole life. I be like, she a teacher and she got like 4 cats and all that shit. Like, so I really will do that. And so I be people watching the shit, taking the subway and the train out here. And what I notice is motherfuckers is so nosy in LA. Like LA everybody be in your goddamn business.
That is very true.
Like I will be sitting there, like you'll be sitting there on your phone texting somebody and motherfucker next to you will be like,
what you say?
Reading your shit, right? Before you know it, they done fucked around and be like, what? Did this bitch really not pay that money? You be like, ma'am, could you not get in my shit? She's like, I'm sorry. Right. I missed Housewives last night. Right? I just need to see. Like,
this ain't it.
Yeah, right? Like I sometimes like if I notice that you're doing that, I just pull up a dick pic. Like I just keep a spare dick pic in the photos. Whoop, back,
oh my gosh.
Pull it up. It's nothing like being on the train and an old lady being watching you text and all of a sudden she just go, oh!
Ooh, child. Ooh, child, it's been a while since I seen what it is.
She got to fix a wig. Oh, he done knocked my shit. He done knocked my shit.
I'm so done.
Ooh, got me sweating under here.
The hospitality on the East Coast versus out here is totally different.
I mean, I've lived down south too. Like we've lived in Louisiana. Hospitality is always gonna go to the south. Like so, I don't even consider hospitality in other places. I don't even look for motherfuckers to be nice on the East and the West Coast. Like I just want you to mind your fucking business. And like on the West Coast, we losing. Like we don't have no hospitality and we be in your business. Yep. Like we rude and we be like in your shit.
And somebody will stare you down. Like you're staring at me and I look up and I'm not moving.
Like I'm seeing you see me see you like, and you still ain't look like I can see you.
Nope, I'm staring you
They just
down.
be looking at you like.
People be staring hard as shit out here. I really just noticed that. They do it all the time.
You just gotta ask them sometime like what I'm thinking. The fuck I'm thinking, bitch.
So
Because if you looking like that and you ain't read my goddamn mind, bitch, what the fuck am I thinking right now?
Oh my goodness.
You better have some answers to some problems in my mind if you staring at me. Like I was right. I was on the train today and a Mexican dude got like he came in and sat down and so like he sat next to me and I don't know if he didn't notice. It was like a seat that had like it was on the rows that had 3 seats and I don't know if he didn't notice that I noticed that he just like was doing like cocaine real quick. Like on the
What?
All right, so the nigga, he was like a real Mexican. Like he was like Mexican mafia. Like he had like the like 13 and he had his head tatted and all that. He got on with a bag and shit. It looked like, of course, he was going to see his PO or some shit. And so the nigga get on and he sit next to me, right? He's like, "What's up, OG?" I'm like, "Sir." You know, sir. Hey man, look, this is also random shit. I had a fight on the bus like 2 weeks ago. Like I had to beat a nigga up on the bus.
Another fight, and if you was gonna tell me you fought a coked out essay, I was like, you the baddest nigga I've ever met.
Nah. I was just like, man, I didn't have that fight in me, my nigga. So like, he was like, "What's up, OG?" And I was like, "Sir." Like, you know, that's how you initiate. I don't want no issues, motherfucker. I want to wait. I took out my work badge and I put it on to let this nigga know, like, I'm going to work, sir.
Right here.
I'm not. I looked at the camera. You see this nigga, right? You see him. Like, I just didn't want to fight today. Like, not even like I was scared. I'm just like, God damn, I don't want no issues. And so this nigga just like does it real quick. We get to one of the stops. People are like getting on and getting off. So I guess he thought because of the traffic, nobody would notice. And he just real quick was just, and did it. And I was like, oh. Okay, so now we have a chemical imbalance on top of this. He a gangbanger and he's unbalanced. Okay.
It's time to move.
Right.
Okay. So he did that one. I'm like, okay, you got that one off. I'm gonna let him go ahead. Cause you know, I don't know, everybody got their recreational drug.
Right.
Like if you
just had to focus real good on
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
he was going to his PO, he had to focus.
That's what I'm saying. Like you know, sometimes people take a bong rip to be able to go cut the grass or do something. So
okay.
You don't ever just take some weed you smoke some weed to prepare your task?
No.
Sometimes.
That's like a wake and bake. It's like you start your day. Like
yeah.
Like you got a day full of errands.
Yeah, I am guilty of that. I
Really?
do smoke in the morning.
Yeah,
that's
like
my cup of coffee, kind of. So.
come on, man. Can't stop. Fuck around, be done caught a murder charge. You telling people like I don't smoke for me. I smoke for you.
Right.
Fuck around and kill you. This ain't for me. I be thinking I smoke weed for me. I smoke weed for y'all. I don't want to fuck around and be done killed y'all. This
So your
bitch turned
nerves
into the
gotta
post
be,
office.
Your nerves got to be calm going into certain places.
Yeah, you have to. Like, for certain things, like you get into work, people asking you questions. They're talking to you earlier than you care to be talked to. Like, if I have to adapt to your rules and your settings and your environment, at least let me prepare myself and get in the proper mindset to be able to do that. So for me, that's just to,
You're a caring person. Because I don't smoke. I just don't give a fuck.
Nah, I can't not give I can't.
Oh my God, it's so great.
You know why? I have that, like.
But what if you do both? What if you
Well,
don't
then
give a
you
fuck
not.
and you smoke?
Well, then you've maxed
Then
out.
you just
Yeah,
counterproductive. That's backwards.
No,
Like,
you-
wait,
you
hold
might
on.
have hit- You hit another level. I don't know. You might be a Super Saiyan or some shit. I'm proud of you.
Okay, thank you.
Nah.
No, yeah, you've maxed out. You've hit another level that like people are trying to ascend to. Everybody's meditating and doing all these like reading books and shit. Trying to
Right.
be more spiritual. You've hit it already. You've maxed out.
That's what it is?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So you would say you're a very blunt person then?
Yeah.
Like a
Blunt.
hammer to the forehead.
Okay. So like
I mean, I'm alright.
blunt or forward?
That nigga has no couth, no tact.
A little bit. I mean, I maintain, like a career and stuff.
That's just because he's quiet. Like he
Like,
just
I maintain a
he will
career.
shut up and like
Let
that's
you talk?
yeah.
Okay.
And he'll
Yeah,
just
like, I
walk
like to
away.
listen,
Like this nigga's
Like
the nigga
this
that
whole
hit.
time, like I know somebody will be watching. It's like this is supposed to be an interview. I was like, I've learned a lot of shit. Like I learned shit about business and products. I didn't have nothing to say. I was like, I just want them to keep talking.
Sometimes you just gotta be quiet and learn. But this is the same
really
nigga
good
that'll
at
hit me and be like, "Hey man, sometimes people be want to die, but they don't be want to commit suicide. They be want you to kill them. You ever had them days? I be
Yeah.
like, I've had a couple. I guess I get what you're saying.
Those days happen though. 'Cause
Like we in
it's
a group chat and that just comes up. Like y'all ever be like people want to die, but they don't want to kill themselves. They be wanting you to kill them.
gosh.
Like people commit death
I
by
know somebody
police
think
and
this is
shit.
a
Like
joke.
where they like
Like,
going
it's
on
not a
high
joke.
speed
Like,
chase and hop
we had a day.
out.
I just had a day at work and like people was just trying it, and I didn't get mad. I just was like, I know me. I know how I look in comparison to you. I'm not LeBron James size, but like I know how this look, and I know how you look. Why your voice like that? Like why are you talking to me like with such?
I think sometimes people take advantage of that because like I'm I'm a little bit taller than you, but you're bigger than me. Like I tower over people, and it's like that. Like the big black man. Like I was at work and I walked into a room and it was like a Filipino lady in that room. Like she was doing something and I knocked on the door before I walked in. Announced myself. Said I was coming in. She turned around and seen me and still decided to like yell like like. And I just, you ever had somebody do something and you couldn't even like respect it?
Right.
Like, I can't even respect you fake being scared, bitch. You seen me knock on this door. I was like, why did you do that?
She didn't see your blackness.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. She didn't know it was a nigga coming in. She thought it was just some, she turned and she was like, oh, I didn't see you. I was, fuck you, Manny Pacquiao. Get out of here, bitch.
Oh my god.
Old Filipino lady. I didn't see you. Fuck you, Manny Pacquiao. Bitch. That's not racist neither because you can't name another famous Filipino. Go. It's not racist because he's the only famous
I'm like, wait,
one.
Is there? Who?
He's not. He's Chinese. See,
Try again.
it's no other famous Filipino person, so it's not racist.
No, I mean like yeah. I mean I guess if you were into dancing, like they wear like 17 pairs of clothes and then like hit you with a pop lock. But other than that, I don't know.
Who?
Bruno Mars is half
Is he?
Nah, I thought.
Puerto Rican Filipino.
Is he?
That's an interesting.
No, I thought he
mixture.
was Samoan. I thought his daddy was Samoan. His mama was a candle.
He's like 5'1".
That nigga's skin look like candle wax to
Wow,
me.
he's
like
Wait.
Bruno Mars got his face melt.
That's what I was like.
His
Wait, you said his daddy was a candle?
His mom was Samoan and his daddy was a candle.
I think I'll rock
This
with
nigga's
him.
skin
being
look like
Filipino.
candle wax.
Samoan,
I don't give
he's
a
not
fuck.
like 6'9" and like 297 pounds. So like I just don't believe it.
Yeah, like I don't know. You can't name another famous. That's up for debate. Like that's a debatable. Like the only clear famous Filipino that you know is Manny Pacquiao. So that's not racist. That's just me.
That's true.
Yeah. That's just how it goes. Like Jay-Z was the only famous black person in the world, and somebody just seen like him was okay. Jay-Z, calm down. You'd be like, ain't racist.
Right.
It's more
That guy's a
so
billionaire.
getting the joke off. Like. Yeah, Manny Pacquiao be like in the Philippines giving out money during his boxing camp. Like people literally line up and he just get a stack of money and just come outside and pass out money to people every morning.
I'm
Like,
sorry, you said
that
Hov,
nigga
and I
got
just
that
happy
much
at Hov
money.
being a billionaire.
But I'm saying it ain't disrespectful to be Manny Pacquiao. That's all I'm saying.
For real.
Hov is a fucking billionaire. So
Right.
I don't know if you guys know this. I'm a Jay-Z fanatic.
Are you?
Like a Jay-Z fanatic.
No, that's serious.
No, like you can test me on anything. I take pride in knowing. I
Oh,
always
wow,
say that if I ever met
If
Jay-Z, I would have to meet him 3 times.
Now, he's gonna weep.
Yeah, I always say
Like,
I would
not
have to meet
cry,
Jay-Z.
like weep,
I would have
like
to.
somebody
The first time I
died.
would cry. The second time I would cry and tell him how important he is to me. And then the third time I might finally be able to have a conversation with him.
Wow.
That's why I say I know I would have to meet him 3 times.
What if you only get that one chance? You gotta squeeze all that into one conversation.
It's gonna be more than one because this is gonna work.
Okay.
I'm gonna meet Jay. I'm speaking into an existence.
Yeah, you are.
So you're not gonna do that.
All
Don't
right.
come here rain on my parade.
wasn't
Right,
even
don't come
You see how quick she came here being a negative Nancy?
I said,
She's like,
what
what about if you only get one chance, huh? Huh? Billionaires don't talk to people that often, EJ.
No, I'm just saying sometimes you only get that one chance, so you gotta make it stick. You gotta make your, impression felt.
A 6'2" nigga sit there and cry to you for 30 minutes or however long we talk. You gonna remember that nigga. You gonna be like, yeah, this is a crying nigga.
Right.
Hey, your nose not running
You
this
was the
time,
one.
but that's you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, did you ask him if he
Oh my
remembers
God.
throwing J. Cole's CD out the window? He probably don't remember that shit.
I'm gonna tell you something.
What you gonna say about
Right.
that?
No, I don't think people not remember stuff like that. Like I don't know if you guys seen today, like Shade Room, 50 Cent got into it with the guy
remember
while he was
that?
on the date. I don't think celebrities not forget that because I think sometimes we forget celebrities are regular people and they live a life of being loved. So when you finally run into one motherfucker you have a conflict with, like it be on some shit where you just like it's sticking your head because you're doing so much work and like you don't usually get. That's why they like when they get bad reviews and shit, they be like, how can this person not like or love me? That's crazy. I'm me. I do this. I do that. So I think that the shit do stick out to people when motherfuckers like rub celebrities the wrong way or don't acknowledge that they're people. Like 50 Cent will never forget that nigga that ran up on him on the
I
date the
don't know
other
if
day.
50's a guy who wants to not forget me though. I feel like 50 will go out of his way to fuck this nigga's life.
Yeah, like I think, and that's what I think the worst part was. Like he shouldn't have went on Instagram and said nothing to 50. Like your face was blurry, we couldn't really see who you were. Now 50 gonna be like, nigga, you owe me money. Like I know your mom's from back in the day. You live in Jersey. Like it's gonna be some weird shit that 50 Cent is not gonna troll your life, and you are gonna get all the fame for the wrong way. Like you gonna be like Cam Cole
Why is
Hardy.
that such a trend lately? Like niggas are getting mad fame for the dumbest shit.
I don't think that's a trend. I think it's the trend is celebrities is like stooping down now. Like I think like celebrities are willing to go backwards a little bit now. Like celebrities are really getting tired of it. I think social media has allowed us to feel like we know these people and allowed you to feel comfortable enough that when you run up on them, you can say shit about their life that you don't really know. And then like perfect example, before we even met, had a conversation. I walked in here and told you everything about you. Like we had a whole fucking conversation. I was like da 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 da, and you was like, ugh. Like even though that's information you put out there, the idea of a motherfucker knowing it and remembering certain things verbatim how you said it or how you put it on your platform, that's uncomfortable. And like I think people forget that shit. Like we grow this acquaintance to them and we run up to them like we know them the way we feel like we know them, and we forget that like they don't know us, nigga. They don't know who you are. You like perfect example is the baby. Like I don't know if y'all watch this nigga like he will punch a goddamn hole in somebody's grandmama face. Like this
Such a
nigga
fan
was
of
doing
that
a
guy.
show. I seen a video. This nigga was doing a show. He gets down off the crowd. He gets off the stage. He's in the crowd, and the nigga didn't even look threatening. I don't know if he was threatening him or not. Baby just poof punch the nigga, knocks him out, and just keeps on performing the song. Like it never
see
broke
that.
stride.
No,
like,
yeah, he was
I didn't
mid
see
rap.
that. I
No,
saw
yeah, it
something
was
about him in the
man.
Gucci store or whatever.
Wow.
even
the one
that
where he
like
punched the nigga in the crowd. That was like some older shit before he really got popping. But
Okay,
it was just in the
yeah.
middle of the club. Nigga said, and the dude I guess said something early about like I don't know if it was about money. He technically disrespected him.
Okay.
and he was just like, you know what? I'm having
Bruh.
my set. I'm rocking the club. Me step off the stage real quick. Hit this nigga. Keep going. Everybody rocking it out. You feeling good? Pick him up. Pick him up.
No, yeah, they really knocked that boy out, and it's kind of like, first off, just a PSA, stop fucking with that man. Like, if we look at that nigga track record, I don't know if I research everybody, so it's like
He's about it.
he shot a nigga who was a home invader that ran into his house.
Yep.
He killed a nigga in Walmart.
Wait, whoa, wow.
Yeah, he killed a
What?
nigga in Walmart.
Killed a nigga in
He was with his
Walmart.
lady. He just was like, you going down that aisle.
Had his baby. Okay, so when you listen to his music and he says it in his music all the time. Like in one of his songs, Walker Texas Ranger, the hook is like, it's the baby what you heard about me. I put that nigga up. Now niggas acting nervous around me.
Yep.
Yeah, like he talks about one song. He has a line where don't make I be done killed you in the store where your granny and your mama shop at.
Yep.
Yeah, killed the nigga in Walmart
Why he's
What
not
do you
in
do?
jail? What?
because it was self-defense. The
I mean,
baby was in
yeah,
there
that was
just
fucking
being a
weird.
regular civilian, shopping with his daughter and his girl, buying some baby clothes. The nigga seen it was the baby. He had his chain on and all that. Baby said he dapped the niggas up the first time they walked up. Was like, yo, what's up, man? Dapped him up, spoke to him and all that. They walked away and he could see him like scheming up on, how to walk away and you could see him kind of be like, yo, we fuck that. He by himself. He got his people. Like, we finna run down on him.
Right.
So baby checked the scheme though and like seen the niggas double back and the niggas walked up on him and was kind of like, clutching they shit, and baby kind of told him like, bro, it ain't even got to be that. Like, it ain't even got to be that, bro. Like, I can go on my way. And he said I sent my lady on her way. He said I told like them it ain't got to be like that. He said I seen the niggas move, and he said I beat them to it.
Yeah.
And they gone. And so,
Wow.
yeah, my nigga
That
killed.
was a hell of a cleanup on whatever aisle that was.
Yeah, so killed the
had to
nigga in
mop that
Walmart.
shit up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the police, nigga.
Yeah.
The police,
Who had to
nigga.
mop that shit?
Can you imagine it? A nigga would have been sitting there like, I'm waiting till the end of my shift. You know, they killed that nigga over there in the
Right.
station
Yep.
there. I ain't got killed. Yep.
Yep.
Hell no, they didn't give me overtime.
It's
for
a
this
body in
bullshit.
furniture. It's a body over there in the furniture department. So I'm sitting in this closet till I clock.
Walmart don't only have too many employees in there. You
Come
can't
on.
be taking them away to clean up your messes.
Hell no. Like, that shit is every Walmart employee is working in the department that's not their department. Yep. Like,
Oh my god.
you walk,
Every single one.
That's
nigga be
not
sitting
the
there
truth.
stocking the shelves and shit. He got a vest on that say I work in the grocery department. You be like, hey man, where the bananas at? He be like, man, I work over here. You be like, what the fuck? That's impossible, nigga. You got a tattoo that say I work in the Walmart grocery department. How you don't know where bananas are? It's not my
Walmart,
department,
they
man.
hire some
Look, we sell
characters.
that?
They really do.
Look, well, Walmart, they
The employees, they all have interesting looks.
they hire niggas who.
They really
I was just
do.
finna say they
I
hire
don't want
niggas
to
who drool on
disrespect nobody
themselves.
out
cuz.
there, but
Interesting looks is up there with calling somebody odd.
Nah, like an interesting look, my nigga. You look like. Nah, they look interesting for real.
That's like saying somebody look odd. That's
Yeah,
just-
they be looking
they just be
interesting.
looking run down. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. And I thought, okay, maybe it's just, when I was living in Florida, maybe it's just out there. But no, just about every single Walmart I've been in every single state, it's like they just look real suspicious.
They got a factory.
I
They just making
right.
employees. Put that nose with that mouth in them eyes. Get them out there on the floor.
They look tired.
Don't assign them to a department. Just get them on the floor. They
like,
just making the niggas.
I'm not even gonna ask for help no more. I'm just gonna find it my damn self.
I dead ass feel like if you just put on Walmart and like the uniform and just went in there and started working, you could
can pass.
you could just pass. You could eventually tell payroll like I ain't got my check yet. They be like, what's your you in the system?
Right.
We ain't even got you in the system. Sit down. What's your social? You would just have a job. Like Walmart don't even know what the fuck going on, who there. I don't know. You might not even have nobody in HR though. You go to HR and be like, hey, y'all work at HR now. This ain't my department.
That sounds
Right?
funny. I'm goofy enough to do
Wait,
that.
but you here? No, I'm not.
You said what?
No, I said that sounds funny. I'm goofy enough to do that. Give me like a nice blue.
I think we should do that.
Yeah, like get a nice.
I think we're gonna do that one
Try
day.
it.
Yeah, we're gonna
just walk in.
get some
You
GoPros.
can run that there and at Target.
We're gonna get some of them little cameras that the police wear and they take off before they
I'll
shoot
run that
niggas.
Target.
For real. He said Target's not playing.
No, don't play. I work for Target. Target is very serious about that.
Yeah.
Target be having team huddles. They know their employees.
I play in
Oh
Target.
really?
They know.
Oh shit.
Target would never.
Nigga be running up on you like, what's the motto? You be like,
What?
What?
YOLO?
Wow, it's that serious at
Fuck outta
Target?
here.
Get the fuck
Right?
out. Ooh.
It's serious like
You're
that at
not
Nigga,
Target?
fuck around and don't know fast, fun, friendly. Nigga, you fuck around, get your ass walked out. Like, niggas
Oh
be
my
dead
God.
ass.
You gotta know the
Today's your
Target
last
oath.
day.
Yeah, I need to talk to you at the end of your shift. At the end of your shift.
Right, they're
my
not even gonna
God.
fire you right
Fire me now.
there. Right.
Fire me now so I can go
we still
home.
need you. It's the
Exactly.
next 10 o'clock in.
You want to fire me after everything closed. I wonder how the rest of my day.
So what is Target spraying into the air that makes you, spend almost $300 in there when you came in for some toilet tissue?
They just make everything look so nice.
It's the presentation.
It's presentation, man. Like
Presentation
Target
is
makes
everything.
sure like you have to pull everything up to the lip of the rail so people don't have to reach far for it. And when you're walking by, you feel like the items are closer to you on the aisle. They just make everything convenient to spend money. Like their shelves don't go too high. They make sure they don't build their shelves above people's eye level. Like, so literally when you're building logistics at the store, the motherfuckers be like, what's the average person's eye height? And that's why they build their shelves right there. You don't stack anything taller than even a woman who's shopping without her husband can grab.
Target sounds like one big like sociology experiment.
Man,
For
them
real,
niggas
'cause
is
they pay
they
attention to the
cerebral.
detail.
Like it's cerebral parts of business though. Like that's a part of your marketing though. Like who you market to, that's target audience. That's why you see certain demographics in the commercials and you see when you're walking through. Like as much as motherfuckers say about Target has always been mad diverse in their advertisement.
So who's running like?
Yeah, they really. Yeah, they
Like
are.
you've never heard a nigga be like, they got a coolest monkey in the jungle shirt at Target. Like no,
Right? They don't play that
Target's not
shit.
no. Target is safe than a motherfucker.
Who's running the McDonald's ad where I get like a mixtape with every McDouble?
See, that's just a regular employee.
McDonald's is like, nigga,
Oh my god.
you can't stop us.
Yeah, like
McDonald's also can't stop, won't stop shit, nigga. Like they know that they never gonna go nowhere. Like they're ingrained in certain parts of us, so it's like McDonald's is just like they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Level of dickheadness.
Yeah, that's what I say.
I
They
don't
just
even
McDonald's just got big dick energy.
Yeah.
Like that's just basically what it is. They don't give a fuck. McDonald's be like, we selling fajitas, and you niggas is gonna eat them for breakfast, son.
Yeah.
Breakfast fajitas. What's in it? McDonald's, nigga. That's what's in it. Eat it. Shut
I'm
up.
finna eat all of this mystery meat.
Ronald, get the
McRib.
burner. Ronald, get the gun. These niggas, like, that's just McDonald's. McDonald's, every time McDonald's release chicken, you ever notice is always now using all white meat. Like, what was this shit before?
So,
and how do you keep finding new white meat to
What
use?
animal were y'all using?
Exactly.
Y'all out here eating people patties.
Exactly. Nigga been eating
People
chicken nuggets
patties.
their whole life. Like, what shape is these shits and how they? Have you ever watched? Have y'all ever seen that video of how a chicken nugget is made?
No.
Yeah, with that like pink.
Yeah. Like the whole documentary, like the whole process where they took the chicken and like put it in a blender and then put it through a pipe. Like, what the fuck shape is a nugget?
Oh my gosh.
Little cutout.
No, I've seen the McRib. That right there is nasty. That shit looks like Play-Doh.
First off, real
Before
ribs
they put like the
is
sauce
on the
it,
border.
it looks like straight Play-Doh.
Yeah. Like, that's not even.
That's gross.
No. Oh,
All types
gosh.
of ass and
I hate when I see people be like, the McRib is back. I'll be like, what the fuck? Where did this excitement come from? Like, the McRib is back. Like, it's a cult like following for the McRib. Like, people, like, I seen somebody on Instagram say like nacho fries from Taco Bell was back, and they was like, the summer finna be lit. I was like,
What?
Over some nacho fries.
I was like, what? You gonna get colon cancer?
Fries from Taco
For
Bell.
real.
You said what? They pretty good. Look, bro was like,
Love yourself.
I'm not with that one. I'm a
No.
fan.
Don't do
I'm
that.
a fan. Yeah, I got me. I one of them people. Like, I appreciate you standing up for it though. Like being like, nah, I'm gonna take that L. Like I'm a nacho fry fan. Like it's
But
just
yeah, we know all about that though, because we both worked there. She worked at McDonald's as a supervisor.
Oh,
and
word.
I worked there like as a crew trainer and a supervisor as well. And let me tell
y'all
you,
know y'all food don't expire.
You're not about to get me
Right.
sued. Okay?
From who?
Stop it.
McDonald's?
Stop it right now.
yeah, I'm like
Allegedly, McDonald's food does
Allegedly.
not
Thank
spoil.
you.
That is alleged.
Do I got
It's-
alleged
there's-
people
it's
patties?
allegedly true with certain things.
Like if I say the McRib is made out of like, you know, like pig assholes, like
I
do
can't tell
gotta-
you what part of the pig the McRib is from.
at all.
I
It's
just
kind
know
of
when
just,
it's
it's like a hot
shipped.
dog. It's like a
Allegedly, it's
of
pig.
mesh stuff.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
What
it's
part of
pig.
pig is
What
a
part?
McRib?
Pig is the pig. It could be snout,
Snot.
ears. I was gonna say snout and hoof together, and it just came snot and
Snuff.
For
It,
real.
it might be
Snuff.
a snuff.
It might just be
If
a
they put it
snuff.
all together, you eating
Snuff.
snuff. You
Yeah,
eat
your
snuff
ass-
sandwiches.
That's how your ass get snuffed.
What
You
part
get
is
snuffs.
sauce?
You get
Yeah.
you get snuffed eating snuff sandwiches.
That's
So,
terrible.
I mean, you've worked at Target before,
Yep.
and
Gang
I have
shit.
a question. So,
Probably got
you
an
know, when
answer.
you're working in the food industry or just any type of like customer service,
Yep.
and you guys deal with people that are disrespectful,
Hmm.
what is your like initial reaction? Because I just want to know that I'm
Prepare to
not
get
like the only crazy person in this world.
You get fired.
It depends on scenarios sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you up. It depends on scenarios. Like, it depends on like what they tripping off of. Cause some shit, like my natural inkling, I'm just gonna laugh at you. Like my natural reaction for some shit is to laugh. Cause it's kind of like, that's just, I don't even know you. Like you can't be mad at me. So I'ma just like, boy,
But they
it's
right.
crazy as hell. Fuck around, get killed out here. You better quit playing.
Right.
Cause I know, like, I'm not gonna, like, if I don't have a lot of like middle ground. Like I'm not much for like, all my conversing is positive. Like if we get to negative conversing, I like to cut out the middleman. But like, let's get to what we gonna do.
Pretty
Like
much.
if we've gotten this heated that you feel like we need, let's get to what we gonna do.
Oh, then I'm not crazy, then, man.
No, if we gonna walk away from each other, if this whole conversation we gonna yell at each other for 15 minutes just
I'm
to
not
walk
doing
away
that.
from each other, just go ahead and say what you want to say, boss man. I'll listen to it and you go about your business. Cause anything else gonna fuck around and the groundhog gonna be your mailman.
I realized one of like a really good move is like
Yeah.
let's fight. Like mid, yeah, let's fight.
No, you know what, bro? I had a fight.
Yep.
No,
I don't
nigga.
like-
Let's fight right now.
No, I had a fight 2 weeks ago and my back still hurts. I'm not
Well,
fighting
I mean,
nobody
I ain't
no
fought
more.
Nobody in a while.
No, like I'm done. I just realized that I understand why at a certain age, like I'm gonna be 30 this year. I realized why at a certain age my pops was just like, hey man, look, you growing up, hey, love you to death. I ain't got it. So, hey, at your own risk. At your own risk.
And I like that that's like a universal thing that I'm not weird for getting that same I'm not fighting nobody, but you in the gym, Pop. I like to look good, but like
Yeah.
you run up on
No,
me,
this is
I'm-
for it's for looks. Like I'm not.
put this whole thing.
Someone put a hole in your ass.
Put all these in your ass.
Shit, I'm finna put my shit in you, boy.
Yeah.
What playing like that be my I don't know. For me, that's why I'm so like nice now. Like I try to be
Right.
as nice and respectful as possible. That's why it's like yes sir, no sir, I'm a man. Like yo, I be wanting people to know I don't have no tension. Like I'm all positive energy. Like when I see black, what's going on, brother? Like I'm that nigga that's disarming shit because I don't like to talk. What we talking about?
Right.
Like what the fuck we really talking about? I hate all that rhetoric before conflict. Like the where you from, nigga, and I do this to nigga. I be like, word, let's just do it real quick then.
But some people don't even want to fight. They just want to go back and forth with you.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm
to try
not
to
gonna do
prove
that with
themselves
you.
to be right.
Be-
You know.
You gotta do that with yourself, bro. Like you trying to prove that point to yourself, so have that argument with yourself. Because having it with me is gonna lead to something else that you're not even trying to get out this situation.
Right.
Like sometimes that's like rape. You can't force that conversation on me because I'm gonna fight back. That's what I look at that like I'm not gonna let you force nothing on me, whether it's conversation. Like I'm not gonna let you touch me. I'm not gonna let you say nothing to me. I'm not gonna let you do none of that. Like when against my will is against my will in every circumstance.
Exactly.
So if you trying to prove a point and I don't feel like having a point proven to me right now about some shit, hey man,
You're
you got
raping
Right.
your piece.
you got it,
You gotta
man.
just let people argue with themselves.
Yeah, you got it, bro. That's my favorite
I
line.
don't really have that sometimes though, because I'm like you. I'm a very blunt person, and so when somebody says something kind of like out the pocket to catch me off guard, like I completely forget about the uniform, the tag, where I am. Like all that goes out the window. I kind of feed off your energy, so it's like if you give me some intense energy, I'm probably gonna come back with it like tenfold.
It depends on the situation.
It
for me.
depends on the situation again, because
Like,
some people.
Also, I know.
Right,
I
it does.
know-
Like you catch me on a good day,
Because it's
not.
little
But
niggas
I
with bad
also-
energy. No, it's sometimes people that you just know. Like, if I did this to you, I would be a bully. So I'm gonna let you go on with your bad energy. Go
I
ahead.
believe that to a
Right.
Take your
point.
bad
I
energy
believe
ass
you
home
still
before
talk
you get
yourself
yourself in
into an ass
trouble.
whooping. Like if I go nah, and then you just keep bringing it to me, I'd be like, okay, well now you gonna talk yourself into something. But also like with me, I know I couldn't do like when you said like food service and that shit. I knew when
Right.
I was like, what was I like 19, 20? I knew I couldn't do that shit. Like you know how everybody at Graham was working at Starbucks. So me, I'm like, oh yeah, Starbucks, great. And I'm like, oh, can I get on? The lady was like, I see you in here every day. You halfway back here. Yeah, you can come through. Tomorrow you come in and I'm start you off, whatever. That day, shout out to Dot Food, girl walks up and she goes, I want a mocha something latte with strawberries in it. I watched this man, that was a very nice man. He's like, hey, just want you to know part of our training is that, we taste everything. I know for a fact that what you just ordered won't taste well together. I can make you anything you want. I know what I want, and I said I want a mocha latte frappuccino with strawberry mix in it. Gone. And I was like, well, fuck that job. And like I was hired. Like and he made it. I watched him like I stood up and I look at her like I'm mad for him. And she looking at me, I'm looking at her. He goes and makes it. He walks up, hands it to her. I watch her go, I don't like this. Drink it all. And he was like, dog, I'm like, drink all that shit. He was like, yo, I'm like, drink every drop. No, don't make her another one, dog. He was like, hey, man, it's not good.
Right.
So I was like, I can't work at Starbucks. And I probably shouldn't work in anything where you got to give people food and stuff. So that let me know I couldn't do it.
You know a nigga ain't for no shit when he get that mad. He quit when you quit your job behind somebody else shit.
Bro, I quit before
When
I got
you be
hired.
in there, you be like,
I got hired.
oh, this
and
is shit
quit
y'all be
within
doing to
20
people?
minutes.
Oh, no, I'm going to catch a body in this
Right.
motherfucker. Let me go ahead and be
Much.
gone because
Like, if
fuck around,
y'all
get somebody
do
hurt.
that shit, and then when it come my time around, oh no.
No, yeah, I was like, no, I couldn't do this.
Hey, a lot of shit. When I was younger, maybe as I get older now, I be realizing like, man, I'm playing with house money. This ain't my shit. If I work in the food industry, I be like, nigga, this $1 billion company's cheeseburger. Here, take another one, nigga. Take 3. I don't
Right.
give a fuck. Like when I was I like 17, maybe 17 or some shit. I got kicked out of college the first time, and so I was like back home before I went back to school for like a semester. And I worked at Knott's Berry Farm. And I worked in a restaurant, and then they gave me like a churro cart to work on my own outside. And I just started like jugging that bitch. Like if the churros stay in there for too long, it was like churros and pretzels and shit. If they stay in there for too long, you gotta like mark them down because they get hot and they get hard, and you gotta throw them away. So what I was doing is I would see people and they would be like churro like $7. I'd be like, look man, you give me $4, I'm gonna give you this churro, and then I would pocket the $4 and then just mark it down like it was something I had to throw out. And that's just how I made my money. And then, like, anytime people got attitudes about shit, more times than not, like, I just hook them up, give them some shit. Like, it's not my shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, fuck y'all.
Right.
I started making more money during that than at my actual check.
Damn.
Took that shit till I went back to school. They never found out. Like I never got fired for that shit or nothing. Like they really was just like, man, nobody's buying churros and pretzels, huh? I'm like, them shit just be sitting there, man. I be chilling. They was like, all right, well, just keep going.
You got to keep that mentality though. It's really hard to like not take things personal sometimes, you know. But it's just like, okay, I have a bad day this one time, and then people want to come in and be like, you know, you didn't fucked up my order. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's your manager? All you guys are fucking stupid. And, you know, people will even go as far as throwing ice cream and, you know, throw trays at you. Like, people get real disrespectful. Like,
don't y'all got a button that lock the doors?
Hell no.
I thought y'all had the button that like locked where people be trying to steal and shit. I'll be like, lock this nigga in here.
No.
You fuck around, get your ass whoop you throw a tray on me.
They let people
There
act
you
crazy.
go. Okay, well there it is.
They
Who?
do.
No, some shit, like I said, some shit.
Like I don't have any.
You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can flip these napkins. You can throw these ketchups. You can smear barbecue sauce everywhere the fuck you want to. You can put Big Mac sauce on the floor. The moment you put something on, the moment something leave your hand and land on my body, I'm gonna beat your ass, and I'm gonna find two niggas that look like you, and I'm gonna beat them up too. Like, I'm just not for certain shit. So yeah, in that scenario, then I'm not the nigga to be. But like my energy don't say I'm the type of nigga to be throwing no motherfucking goddamn drink on or no shit like that. Like I think motherfuckers try that shit with who they feel like they could try it with, and I think that's just like an irrational ass thing that some motherfuckers do. But I think like some motherfuckers know who to pull what with. Like, yo, some people energy don't even be. That's like how you see kids in the street and they be like, motherfucking bitch. Look, they be little ass kids. They be cursing. They see, they be like, hey, ma'am.
Right.
Cause your energy say like, I'll whoop your ass even though I don't know you. Like I ain't for no play. Don't play with me. Like your friends, like nephews and nieces and shit be playing with everybody else and they see you. They be like, hi. You be like, hey, baby, go on, cause I don't play with you cause you bad.
Right.
Yeah, like it's that. Like your energy just say, don't fuck with me. Yeah. And so I don't think I have the energy of a nigga that you can be doing certain shit to no matter what industry I work in.
Right.
Like I think there's a fear with certain motherfuckers that like they might come from behind that counter. Like I'm sure y'all worked at McDonald's with them, you know, them girls that look like they smoke Black and Milds without the filters.
Oh my God.
He said without the fucking filters.
Oh my God. No, he didn't.
See, I didn't have to really do all that. All I did was call the police. Like, yeah, can you come over here? They really got tired of me.
Yeah, see, you're a sweetheart, so you probably look like somebody that you get like that you'll give a cheeseburger to somebody to get them out. Like, oh, just give her a new order. Like, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Call the police.
I look like that, but that's not really.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's sometimes when motherfuckers that will make people find out. Like you gotta learn. Like, all right, look, I'm gonna pepper spray you until the LAPD get here.
Right. And then they gonna drag your ass up.
Yeah, so that's how we gonna do this. If you good, you ready? Because I'm gonna get my pepper spray and we gonna end all this real fast.
I feel like I have a really high tolerance for BS when it comes to working in fast food industries. But you know, everyone just has that point where it's like, okay, now bitch, you done gone too far. Yeah. Like now it's done.
I always say, like, especially for women, I always say all women are crazy. Every woman's crazy. It just takes a different amount of shit for each woman's crazy to come out. But all women
But why
crazy.
we have to call that crazy?
Crazy is irrational shit. Like that's crazy to me. Like when you just acting irrational, that's when you just acting crazy. Like
we can't really say it's irrational.
No, certain shit is irrational, my nigga. Like as men too, as people, we do irrational shit. Like no matter what we're driven from, like some emotion will drive us to do some irrational shit. Like that's just it. Some shit after like. And that's my whole problem. That's why I try to walk away from conflicts. I'm a person that like when I go all the way there, and then like 15 minutes later, I'm sitting there like, oh, I gotta go to church. I gotta call my therapist. Like I feel like shit. Like you ever do that sometimes? You be
he's
like,
over there contemplating how he's gonna murder this person.
no, not even murder. Sometimes just when I say stuff, because I'm a real direct person. Like earlier, like when we was talking, I was like, are you slow? Like let me just ask
why
real
you gonna
quick.
say that on camera?
Cause man, I'm a truthful
Why you
person.
bring it up again?
I'm a truth because we clearly know she not. Like it's a joke now because we know she not. At first it was a real question. Now it's just a joke.
Wait, we just talking about conflict, like beating somebody up or some shit?
No, just conflicts in general. Just like
it depends. Like if it's like,
because I go there and just tell you like shut the fuck up or just whatever it is, and later on I'll feel bad because like I give real like when I can like talk real bad to people like those tongue lashings that like make people be like
talk real
whoa, is that how you really feel?
Yeah, like where
talk real bad.
We go to lunch every day. Like how did you?
I see some real.
And I don't feel no way about you. I just tell you the truth in a very like you gotta take this shot of Henny real quick. No, you can't make no face.
Right.
You gotta
I
take
don't know
it.
if I feel bad about that if I'm telling the truth. Like if it's malicious, then maybe. But if I'm just telling you the truth,
Now I could find a way to say some nice stuff in a fucked up way.
I don't know. Oh well, I
Sugarcoat it?
because I'm like, if I'm telling
No,
if
I
I'm
could say
telling the
nice
truth-
stuff fucked up, like the opposite of sugarcoat. I'm not trying to say bad stuff nicely.
Mm-hmm.
I can even like compliment a
good
motherfucker
stuff
backed up, like a fucked up. Like it's the backhand compliment, like the art of the backhand compliment.
Yeah.
Like I
You
can
mastered that.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
duly
So
noted.
yeah,
You
I can,
looking really
We
good,
loaded.
even though you dress like that.
yeah.
Fine, man.
Be like, girl, you look
What
so
the
good in
hell?
that dress with that little stomach you got. Look at what fine ass in that dress with that little stomach.
Trying to say.
Yeah, your little fupa. Look at that. That little vajummic with a design in the stomach meat.
Hold on. No.
It's
He
called
just said the
vajummic.
It's
vajummic.
a vajummic with a, you know, with his stomach and that
Oh,
little.
yeah. That's good.
Y'all,
Yo, that has to be the title of this. Vajummic.
Vajummic.
The vajummic. Hold on.
The title of the podcast is
That's
Vajummic.
Vajummic.
No. Now you gotta explain yourself.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's true.
Where did
the
this come
vajummic,
from?
that's the fupa. Like that's the
Doesn't
same.
it?
It's a
Yeah.
synonym. Like
I can't even laugh at that
It's
because that
the,
makes
like, the
perfect sense.
little-
A vajummic.
yeah, the,
The look. Okay.
Yeah, because it used to be like fupa, fat upper
Sorry.
pussy area, but like vajummic is way better
Yeah.
than fat upper pussy area.
How do men feel about the woman's fupa?
I'm an adult. That's like it's like it's a good
What you
soft
mean? What
spot.
do you mean you're in a?
Yeah, anybody who's like,
what the fuck?
anybody's like, it's a
I ain't
fupa.
hip now. Yeah,
I mean,
bro.
I'm like,
You just rest it on your head.
Okay, but some men don't prefer that because
If you asking
you
me
should send
my
them back to
opinion
preschool.
and the
Yeah,
opinion
yeah.
of my friends,
yes,
Yeah, you should
yes.
send
so
them
this
back
is
to
my
preschool.
friend.
Yeah.
My opinion
Oh
is
my
I ain't
gosh.
tripping. Like I know what I signed up for. Like you're a woman. If we got to this point, then like I like everything that I done seen, and I'm ready to
Right.
enjoy it. So I ain't here for no like she look like and then
But
just
yeah, praise 'em.
yeah. Like I'm here. Like
Yeah, man.
we here.
So y'all are okay with everything that comes with the vajummic
Everything. I
and
want
the
stretch
fupa.
marks. I want the fupa. I
Oh.
want everything. Like I'm here for what I'm here for. Like I'm
Right.
like I said, I don't mind no life on a woman body. Like
There we go.
that's life. Like all that is life. Like I'm getting 30. My balls don't chill where they used to chill at.
Okay.
Like,
Like my nuts ain't where they
I
just
don't
used to be
like-
chilling at. You ever sometimes do something, you be like, "That's my nuts right there."
But I hear a
Sat
lot
on
of
my
men-
shit.
I hear
You
a
got
lot
your
of men say
basketball.
that though.
You ever just sit on your? You be having this sometimes. You be like, "Let me get my shit right," and fucked around, dick all in my pocket.
I'm so
Like, you be like,
no, that's about 8
so
times.
done. I'm
That's
so
a good. That's a
done.
good 8 times a day. Especially
Yeah.
it's getting hot now.
Yeah, you gotta get your shit because you know, like,
Yeah.
because wintertime, spring is changing. Because you know, like, dick be like 7.5 inches, but the summertime come, you be like 8.25 because that heat, like, you know what I'm saying, it expands. So you gotta sometimes how you manage that throughout the day is
Oh my
different.
gosh.
Do you just like tuck everything?
See, so like as a man,
What?
like, so I don't know about y'all, like the cup that they give men in drawers, I can't fit. So like I line it down my, you gotta line it down the side. You pick a side. You-
Like a strap, just like
yeah.
strap. Okay.
So I don't strap it down. Like
No,
I
you
just let the
gotta let it
draw.
swing to its comfortable side.
Yeah, you just give him a swing just in case you get that random erection during the day. You know, your dick just get hard for no reason.
Yeah.
You be like, somebody turn the wind
I'm sorry,
blowing?
that really happens to you guys?
Yeah. Yeah.
It just happened.
Yeah, like,
just
they
the
be like, What's happening,
spontaneous-
bro? What we doing today?
Let me tell you
They be
something.
like, "It's not
You
the
ever
time."
see one of your male coworkers at work doing one of these?
Yeah.
No, I thought you just had itchy balls.
No,
Nah.
dick-
That boy,
Stop
that boy
that
got
itchy ball.
that boy got that thing. He locked and loaded. He,
Oh my
he like,
god.
oh, I hope ain't nobody got no. Yeah, that nigga be sitting there, be cute.
Oh.
So it does stick to you guys' leg when it gets hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's skin like that shit.
Good
That's
thing
around.
we ain't got that problem.
Yeah. You ever see a nigga get up? You gotta
Yeah.
get up
I see
in
that
here.
all the time.
Right.
Yeah, you be like,
The
nigga be.
little jangling.
Yeah, that's because you gotta.
Shake your leg a little
Yeah,
bit.
you gotta shake your leg a little bit. That's because that thing done got out of where you done placed it.
Oh. Okay.
Dick tactics. Welcome to
Yeah.
my TED Talk.
So you guys
I'm
don't
so
go.
done.
You welcome to my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to my
Welcome
TED Talk.
Yeah.
Cause it's dick. You gotta have them dick position. Like you gotta have a position. You like.
It's maneuvers.
We see women do it all the time. Like when women put the bra on and then they hit like the under and they put the titty.
Oh yeah, you gotta reposition them.
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
hot.
It's the same thing. So like a
Yeah.
nigga pull his drawers up and your dick just go wherever your drawers came on your pull up. Then you gotta like.
Okay.
So I have a question. Okay, I've always wondered this. When you guys are oh my
Penis energy.
Hold on, now. Adjust it.
You be having to focus
So
too.
done.
You gotta get it there. Then you be like, hold on,
wait.
you gotta get your drawers. You gotta put my jeans up. Jeans.
Oh my goodness.
I hope you guys can see everything that's
It's a camera.
happening.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm good. Walk by the shit on the way out the crib. You be like, yeah, I get hard. I got room to grow right there too.
Oh
Like,
my
outside.
goodness.
Like, that's how it works.
No sweat. pants.
That's a real thing.
So when you're going to the bathroom, you know, number 2, you put your dick in the toilet, or is it like no?
I try to be an adult and give myself enough time because, like, when you shit, you gotta pee. I don't know. That's just me. I avoid all my bowels. Yeah, so like, try to give myself enough time to be able to stand up and take my piss, then sit down, take my shit, and then like hold it. If I'm at home, I might just like rest it on because I can't put it in the like it'll touch the water. So that's just like
kind of song.
Yeah,
My dick touched the wall.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like it's just like so you don't want to be like
That's
you got
not
dick
the
in the
nastiest shit. I
yeah,
ever
so that's
heard.
why like I don't even try to like sit and pee. Like I just hold my shit. Like
Okay, second question. How do you feel about baby wipes?
yeah, no, I use baby wipes.
Okay.
I got a baby wipe.
Okay.
You gotta use
Yeah.
baby wipes.
You gotta use
fresh.
You got to.
Hell yeah, I wash my own clothes. Anybody else there to get them shit marks? I gotta make sure my ass clean
Oh
when
my
I'm getting
God.
up.
So
Make sure-
done.
I
Hell
will
nah.
tell you, women will look.
Yeah, because I only wash once a week. I wash every Sunday. So it's like if you got shitty drawers and they just in a hamper, you trying to wonder why your room smell funny and shit. It's because you got a hamper full of 5 days of shitty drawers. You gotta,
Right.
yeah.
Baby wipes are essential for
And you
women
gotta wipe,
and for men too.
You gotta wipe back, like front to back, because you don't want to wipe like back to front, because then you
No.
just
You don't
wipe
want
shit
shitty
up to your
balls.
nuts.
No.
You got
Yeah,
shitty
Yeah.
balls, man.
you just wipe shit up to your nuts. So yeah, that's just
Women definitely can't do that either. You get UTIs, I think, something like that.
yeah, that's just
Yeast infections, all that.
gotta make sure that's genital care right there. So yeah, it's a
Right.
lot that goes into it, but. Yeah, I try to like baby wipe and make sure I keep my manscape so you don't
Your
hold the
manscape?
smell. Yeah, I
Yeah.
make sure I manscape, man. For
Yeah,
two,
you have to.
for number one, the smell, and like I'm a hairy dude, so it's kind of like I have to like make sure I'm
Right.
and then number two, like if you trim the bushes, the tree look bigger. Trim them, but it's
about
like
optics.
so. What women fail to realize is like men have came into the era where we now understand the tricks that come with shit. So it's kind of like when y'all be putting your ass on the bath the sink. You
Oh,
put the ass
prop
on the
booty
sink, put the
up,
booty.
prop the booty up.
You be like, I just seen her. Where'd she get that from?
Oh, that wasn't back
She left
there.
that at the house when I picked her up, cause that wasn't there when I. So now niggas is understanding shit like that too. So it's like it's
Right.
angles to dick pics now. Like niggas ain't just sitting like you. You just used to get the one with a nigga just
Right.
or he laying down. He laying on his back. Now niggas be right. Be
Holding it from down
holding
here.
it. You be like, where you get all that dick from?
Wow, I'm
I was
behind.
like, wait,
You be
that
trying
shit
to
got a
reference
curve to
other
it and
pictures and
everything.
shit. You be like, yeah, it's niggas is learning tricks too.
Oh, there's dick photography now? Wow, I'm
Yeah.
a fucking dinosaur.
You don't.
Yeah.
Ooh, hey man, look.
I'm
I
confident in myself.
Hey man,
That's
you
what
got to
you
get your
Stretch
videos
the
up.
photo.
You got to make sure you get your angles right. You got to know your dick angles. You got to know
I'm a real pervert. I just hit
because you got
FaceTime.
like, especially you got tattoos and
I don't
shit. You
got
can't
time
leave
for
no
none of
marks
this,
and
like,
shit.
picture
Like you got to be out here like
What if
yeah.
you're
Right.
with your family? You just gonna hit FaceTime on the dick, like,
Who?
hey, this one.
Who? You FaceTime the dick?
Yeah, I'm not really a picture person. We could just.
Let me see that thing real quick.
Yeah,
let's
you
just
know
see
I'm
the
not a FaceTime sex person.
shit. I mean,
Like
not,
I'm just shooting you this until I see
You ever
you.
been in a long distance relationship?
Yeah, I've done it.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. I've done it.
Like, hey, you gonna learn real quick.
No. I'm saying I don't enjoy it. Like I don't enjoy it. Like I just don't.
I mean, it's clearly not
Like-
the top tier, but
Yeah, I just don't enjoy
Right.
it. Like, just I don't know. It's a thing where like I could watch porn all day, but like that moment is somebody that's like I don't want to like that shit. That shit angers me. That like, yeah, like
So if
I
your
get,
girlfriend's like, ooh, babe, like, ooh, send me a little.
Oh, no, you get
send
the-
me a little clip.
oh no, I send it. I'll fire that clip, boy. Boy, fire that clip in a minute. I'm like, babe, what you want? Hold on, let me go on this iCloud. Let me go on this iCloud drive real quick.
Oh,
what you
my
want? What you
gosh.
want? Like, what time of day video you want? I'll fire a video in a minute. I'm all for that. Like, if you haven't realized, I'm not a nigga that's not proud of his dick or won't talk about it or show it. So yeah, like I whip that motherfucker out and take a picture wherever we at.
Do you think that's important though, like in a relationship, kind of like
100%.
that sexual aspect, as far as like being open with like sending pictures and videos and stuff?
yeah.
I mean, I think it
Yeah.
depends on your partner. If it's somebody that if you have a partner who enjoys that, then yeah, like if your partner is not into that and you just send a dick pic from the work bathroom or some shit, she like, why's your dick out at work?
What?
Do you got herpes and you try to show me like what is? You got a bump? Like what's going on? Is your dick out? You a janitor? Put your hands ain't even washed. Put your dick up before you bring like.
For real.
Like no, if your partner is somebody who understands and appreciates it, you have that dynamic.
Right.
And don't fuck around and send up a red flag either. You know, sometimes people come out of left field with like new shit. They hear people do shit, and like sometimes, unfortunately, that shit send up a red flag. Like, who the fuck? Where you learn that from? Nah, you place your tongue somewhere the other night, and I just want to know who told you to put it there.
How to do that?
Easy taught.
Yeah.
Is it like shit? Like, wait, is that shit the person wasn't doing? Because I'm always like a big advocate of like.
But I'm saying it depends. Like I'm a person that like I'm no prude in me. Like I'm.
Oh yeah, because I'm like you're not gonna find nobody who hymen ain't
like,
broke. So like
Well, that's not true. But
wait, hold on.
I mean,
What? What?
I mean, clearly you could, but I mean that to say like you're not gonna find like niggas be like, I want her. She out here knowing shit. Like yeah, nigga, she was fucking people before you. What's wrong with you? Like,
that's not true. And I want to debunk that myth.
I mean,
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean,
some
research
people
exists.
actually, we talked about this. Some people don't have sex with a lot of people. They have sex with one person a fucking lot. And they trusted that person and explore with that person.
And they just know what to do.
And person number two be wondering like why you want to put stuff in your butt. And you said you only had sex with one person. Well, me and that one person did a bunch of stuff.
Right.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
true.
My thing is towards niggas who be like, and niggas act like anything not them is like too much. It's like shut the fuck up. Whether it's 1 or 100, nigga, if y'all fucking with each other, y'all fucking with each other.
Right.
I don't look, man.
Right.
Anybody look. I don't give a fuck who came before me. To me, that's a new bitch. Like I don't give a fuck. Like she brand new. She fresh out the box, pussy. Ain't this pussy's cause ain't nobody gonna do to it what I did.
Exactly.
And if
There
they
we
do,
go.
they ain't gonna
All
do
right,
it how I did it. And that's just it. Like life changes
Yeah.
after this.
That'd be my favorite line. Yeah, I used to be with her. Not like me.
Yeah.
I'm
And if you was that good, yeah, nigga, if you was that good, she would be with you.
Right.
That's just what it is. Like I can't feel threatened about that. Like especially if she ain't giving me no room to feel threatened about it. Like it's a different thing if she's just like, oh Lawrence, babe, this is Lawrence, and it's just kind of like, oh okay, I ain't ever seen you hug nobody like you hug Lawrence.
Oh my god.
Lawrence? This is who the fuck Lawrence is, huh? This one your mom be talking about? This the nigga that gave your brother all them shoes, huh?
Right.
Like,
Gosh.
if it's some shit like that, then yeah, I might be like, my stomach hurt. We gotta go. I know it's your granny funeral. We gotta go though. My stomach hurt. Lawrence, no Lawrence can't bring you home. Bring your ass. Like if it's some shit like that,
Damn.
Stupid.
then yeah. But like nah, if you ain't giving me no room to feel no type of way, which more times than not in my relationships I haven't. Like then nah, I just we chilling.
That's what's up.
And like I've had enough like relationships with women like platonic and not like to understand that it's not always about like it's different elements of sex that makes it exciting and makes it enjoyable. Like
Right.
sometimes it's connection. Like I've heard women be like, oh no, a guy with like the best orgasm was the smallest I ever had. It's just because it was a connection. He took his time and like
Right.
you got a 9-inch dick, but you don't take your time. You just ramming shit.
Ram bam.
Yeah, that's just, so it's
Let's talk more about that. Why is it that guys don't really want to get girls started? They're just like, I'm just gonna stick this up in you.
I think a lot of men have a misconception about how females' anatomy works and how our bodies operate. Like our bodies are very different from men's. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys get a boner, y'all ready to go, boom, boom, boom. But with us, it takes us a whole lot longer to actually get warmed up to the point that you're at. So a lot of times when you guys have already, fucked and then busted a nut, we're still sitting there like, oh, you got yours? No, nigga, I barely even got into it. What you mean? Like,
he rolled up like,
hello?
did you come?
Right?
Huh? No. What?
I cannot stand, like, don't ask me if no, you came. I sat here and I watched you do it.
Yeah.
I didn't, though.
Yeah.
And then men will like to be lazy and then be like, oh, okay, well, I got my nut then. I'm tired, so we'll get you later.
I think you covered
We'll
it. I
get you.
just think
Next
I
round,
think niggas
next
think-
round, I got you.
Yeah, round two.
Yeah, I think niggas think y'all function like we do.
Huh?
Or niggas go into it thinking like women function like we do, like sexually, which is their fault.
No, I think. I think that too. I don't even think niggas think about how women function. Let me just take that back. I don't think about that. I don't think niggas think of. Just think about it. I don't think when your dick get hard, like.
I mean, that's what I mean. Like they think like sex is run like how. Hey man, my dick hard. I be fucking. I nut. That's how sex work. Like.
No, I think also though, like, what are you using sex for? Like, what is sex to you? For a lot of guys, sex is just control. So that's why it's not done a certain type of way. That's why it's kind of done in a selfish way. This is about me maintaining a power. I fucked you. Like, we didn't have sex. We didn't make love. We didn't have I fucked you. That's why when niggas see girls go by, I fucked her.
Yeah,
I fucked her.
Even that was
she didn't get shit out of it. You fucked her. That's exactly what it was. It was a fuck.
See,
but
that
that's
part always bugged me because I'm like, hey man, if I fucked her, like, you should probably do a good job because I'm probably gonna fuck her again. So I feel like
number one, like, probably shouldn't just say anything. That's number one.
What we talking about?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you hear niggas talk about like their intercourse with women, like niggas always be like, I fucked her, but like that's not an enjoyable thing. That's not something that is a mutually beneficial thing. Yeah. Like that's you getting you. So I think that's why sometimes like sex end up like that, because what are you using this for? Like, what are you going into this with? Like, is this something that's like, yo, me and her got this connection and it's a moment we're gonna share? Like, yo, she looks so beautiful. I want to show her like that she's just bringing this out of me. Like, what are you doing with these actions? Like, what is your point of these actions? And I think once you get to the root of that, to the heart of that, like, that's when you really. I believe
the more that you give, like sexually or whoever you're messing with, you'll get a whole lot more out of the experience.
Yeah, my ego is found exactly. For me, my thing is my ego is off of like you. Like, if I could literally have sex and not even get off. But like, if she's sitting there like, like when a woman taps out, son,
you know you've done your job,
son. When she goes, can we take a break?
Right.
You know, you gotta hit her like that first one when she go, can we take a break? You gotta like, no, and then because you gotta make sure it's real. Like, you gotta make sure. Did I really? You need a break? Oh, nah. Let me not be one of them dumb niggas. She say she need a break. Let me make sure this authentic. Let me make sure this real. She grabbing the sheets. She leg, toes. Oh no, this real. She need a break. Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Hold on. You good? And it's like, you ever get a don't touch me, nigga?
Oh yeah.
Get a don't touch me. Give me a second.
That's real.
Nigga just get up, put his pants on, like, where my key at? I need the key to this motherfucker. I done fucked the key out this bitch. I live here now. Goddamn it. Don't touch you. Hell no. Where my key at?
Stupid.
Nigga, I like shit. You get that grocery list after that. Goddamn it. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be around. Goddamn it.
That one.
Got it. Two. Oh, you already know. I need a drawer. That tap out, you make them tap out. I'm talking about like ass hitting the ceiling coming down in that pussy. Like, look, let me tell you something.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you about it. Nigga, shit.
So that's important. The more you give, the more you receive.
You put your head like the razors right next to, like, you know.
Come on, man.
Like, I'm in here now.
Come on. Nah, I still only essentials. I don't go too far. Like, I'm not keeping an outfit.
Nigga, I'm bald. Gotta look good all the time.
Nah, I'm showing up prepared. I ain't doing no. I go to the barber though.
I mean, I go to the barber for this.
Nope. It's a whole process. I like to go get my hair cut, go get my feet, my nails done. Go through your shit.
I'm still a bit of a caveman.
I don't know, man. Got to get the. How do y'all feel about that? Like, male hygiene, like, since we on it, like.
Oh my gosh.
The manis and petties, like, if your man's like, yo, I was at the nail shop.
I don't mean to be vulgar, but it's important. It's so important for me. The hygiene that determines whether I'll get wet or not.
Ooh.
That's how serious it is for me.
Sheesh.
If you don't smell right, if it don't look right, even if a man is not even like that attractive to me in the face, but your hygiene is A1, then I can fuck with you. But if it's not,
you fucking for haircuts? You fucking off haircuts?
Fucking off of haircuts? Hell no.
I'm asking. That's a question.
No, I'm just saying, like, hygiene. Hygiene is
though.
Definitely everything, just as important as it is, you know.
Vice versa,
with women, you know, it definitely is for me. Like, you got to be clean.
Like, I had somebody the other day talk shit to me about, do you still wear cologne? Y'all still wear cologne? Like, do y'all like men that still wear cologne?
Did niggas stop wearing cologne?
I like your natural scent, but I feel like sometimes you just have that cologne that just smells so
Somebody
good.
tried to call me an old ass man because I wear cologne. Like, I feel like you're not dressed if you don't wear cologne. Like, you're not fully dressed if you, like, a woman shouldn't be hugging you and you smell like cotton.
That booster cologne? You not putting on that booster cologne?
Or that old jupe.
Yeah, that jupe. Gotta hit that jupe, baby. That Spice Adams. Oh, Curve is the worst.
Yeah.
If somebody give you Curve, they don't care about you. They do not love you.
I'm really out of touch with people. I really be in the house. Niggas don't like cologne. Is that a thing?
I think that's
It just
the
cannot
thing.
be strong. That's a
I
turn
mean,
off.
you
Like
don't
strong
pour it
cologne
on,
is
but
like
like you acting like niggas, like, hey, what the fuck, nigga? I ain't wearing clothes, smelling good.
Like,
Fuck
that's
you
just-
smelling good for?
I don't know. I think niggas
We stink around here, nigga.
I think
What's wrong
niggas
with
just
Yeah,
be wanting to
absolutely
smell like
not.
clothes.
We deem well, not we. I feel like some men deem everything as like gay. So, oh no, you smell too good. Why you gay?
that's probably one of the first things that women notice about men is the way you
Is there
smell.
scent?
I like to walk past a woman and she be like, "Who the fuck?"
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I like to do. I
Right.
like to see you see me and I'm gonna walk past you
Uh-huh.
and let you
Wait,
smell me.
Wait, don't go.
Yeah, hit you with one of those. Get real close to you and hit you with them. Excuse me, excuse me.
You know
ever
what
do?
you're doing.
Yeah, I get real close. I make sure I put my
Standing
arms up so I can stick my chest out to you. Make sure you get exactly where I put them squirts at. Excuse me, baby. Excuse me.
Oh
Let
my
me get by you real
gosh.
quick. Thank you. Hell yeah, it's a plan in all this.
Smell it.
All of it is a
It's
plan.
funny.
All right, ladies. It's been like an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, has it?
It has.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We've enjoyed you, ladies.
Well, you be on that.
Thank
clock,
you for
'cause I'll sit
having
up here
us.
forever.
Well, I'm watching the audio, so it's the
Oh.
minutes are right there.
Yeah, shit, nigga, I just be flying.
But yeah, man, it was a pleasure. Thank y'all for pulling up. Super
Most
professional, on
definitely.
time. Like, thank y'all. Amazing energy.
Always.
Please go out and support. Go ahead and do the Instagram and the shout outs and the drop everything.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh,
well, oh.
Yeah,
go.
drop social medias and plugs and where they can find
so
stuff.
Instagram at Mindful Complexions, everything spelled correctly at Mindful Complexions. Twitter, same, but Complexions is spelled COMPLXNS. We're also on Facebook, and our email is mindfulcomplexions@gmail.com. Message us.
Personal. I know you do
Hey.
photography as well.
Yeah.
Freelance
Oh
on the
yes,
side,
I
so please
do.
go
I
ahead and
actually
do
just
that.
put together my photography page. It's Ecstatic Pics, so it's spelled XSTATICPIX.
And we will be
So-
adding and mentioning you guys on the podcast, Instagram, and everything. We'll be plugging things and pushing it moving forward.
I want y'all to come so much because like I don't have to work hard today at all. Like I spent half this time doing nothing.
It was
Of
like amazing
course.
energy,
Nigga, it
man.
was
So
a-
you
it was-
guys,
I just sat here and learned for like the first 30, 45 minutes. I said a good couple
Yeah.
jokes.
There you
This
go.
was the best one ever.
but no, please, yes, I would love to have you ladies back before you go east on us. Like if we can get you to check in one more time when you guys are leaving. No. So we
Yeah.
really did catch it last minute. Look at God, won't he do it?
For real, yes.
No, we are actually.
Oh, yeah, like, whenever
we're
y'all,
setting
like,
it
out
up for
here,
like we're
back,
getting
yeah.
set up to be able to do long distance, like the FaceTime
Oh yeah.
podcast. So
Awesome.
we will be able to FaceTime and actually get a group FaceTime and be able to do this again. So
That's
that is
what's
something
up.
we will work out. So we're gonna get that done. But thank you again, appreciate it.
Thank
and,
you
like,
for
wish
having
ladies-
us. Thank you.
Of course,
It's
wish
been
you all the
fun.
best. That's it. Follow Instagram, Snapchat, Just Dope Ass Podcast. We gone.